Hello.
It's a day with Pampered Chef
and Cooking with Chris.
Here. We're coming to you this week. We've got some fun things. I'm really excited about my vacation. I'm not telling anybody where I'm going. It's a big secret, so nobody will figure it out.
Of course not.
At all. So excited. So we're trying to do some fun stuff tonight. And this time we've been talking about doing pizza, and we're finally doing pizza. And I'll tell you that I used to, my go-to pizza was just pepperoni and mushrooms.
Right.
That's it. Well, now I don't even put pepperoni, I don't put meat on my pizzas. I do the Farmer's Market Pizza, which is the recipe for that we're gonna do tonight. That's a Pampered Chef recipe. It is absolutely delicious, and it calls for zucchini. Didn't think to put zucchini on a pizza, but oh my word, it is so good. Oh my goodness, it is delicious.
Just, yes, very fresh, very yummy.
Fresh ingredients, yes.
We already have someone saying hello on your end. I can't see it from here. That is Catalina Fortner.
Hey, Catalina.
And she is saying, hey, you are cracking me up. Well, hopefully we'll keep up with that.
Yes.
And I see someone is now watching on my end. Oh, hey, Richard, how are you?
Hello.
So anyway, we are going to be making some pizza.
Yes, Farmer's Market Pizza, which is so delicious.
And then before we get carried away, we do need to put a little oil on the... I know, right?
I just about forgot. Okay, so we can either throw some olive oil or we can spritz some of this on. So you know what? I'm going to spritz. I love the Pampered Chef spritz. I'm trying to go away from the spray, the aerosols, because they're really bad for you if you look at all this stuff. This is literally canola oil. And you just pump it and you just spray it just like you do with anything else. So this is like fabulous. I think everybody, and then it builds up pressure, so you just release the pressure, put the top back on, and pump it up next time you need it. But it works perfectly. And we can add a little touch
just
of olive oil.
Extra olive oil.
A little extra flavor. See? That's a touch.
Perfection.
So we'll just spray. I love my basting brush because I love to do this.
And so you just want to give the pizza pan that you're using. In this case, we're using our large round stone. Just a quick little once over, so it's nice and glazed over, and then.
And I got it really glazed over. Really glazed over. But isn't this the prettiest thing? It is
nice. Yes.
And I clean mine really good because I do use it all the time. We usually do pizzas every Friday night. That's our pizza night. So I clean it really good because I just think it's so pretty. But the darker it looks, the better it cooks is what they say. But I just really like it pretty and clean. But this is just such a pretty item. Everybody loves this too.
Right, if you need a little showpiece, it works out great for that too. So definitely something.
Oven to table, I think. Oven to table. And this is going to be fun because I am just not doing this right. This is going to be entertaining, guys. Sometimes we'll get like the pre-cooked or the already cooked, already prepped, ready crust from Target because they're kind of cheap actually, and they'll come in a 2-pack. And with the kids, they like different stuff, so we usually get the 3. It's like a 3-pack of singles, and they're just so super easy to do. This one we will do sometimes. This is the thin crust, so we can use either this to kind of spread it out a little bit. The baker's roller. Thank you. I can't keep up with all these names. I'm getting so old.
Well, and I'm still trying to get familiar with them. So between her not remembering and me not knowing, we're the struggle bus. But at the same time, fortunately, they give us these wonderful little cue cards to keep me in line, so that's keeping us both in line. So I'm like, let me just make sure I'm on the right cue card.
This is just so pretty. And actually, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, so one of the things that we haven't mentioned yet is go ahead and get the oven preheated to 400. Yes. So definitely want to have that going. And then now, what were you going to say? Sorry.
I was going to say with this pizza, it's not a marinara sauce pizza, but you can add it. Like when Dave and I cook, we like to do half and half. So half, sometimes I'll put pesto sauce on half and then throw the vegetables on there. And then he loves marinara sauce, so he has to do the heavy marinara sauce. But he actually is liking the other way better. Or you could do it without, like we'll do it tonight. I'm not going to put any pesto sauce on there, but we just kind of play with it and throw everything on there that we want to throw on there. That's what's so fun about making your own pizzas at home. It's like you can do anything you want to. If the kids have 2 different ways, you can split it in quarters. I mean, you don't have to do
whatever, however.
Yeah, you don't have to do it however. But they're getting old enough to where they're eating like full pizzas themselves almost, not quite.
Right.
Okay, so once we flatten this out, which I've got like chunks because I think this kind of makes a square pizza. So we'll just make little thick pieces of crust here.
Which, for those of you that are like me that love our crust, that's something definitely not going to complain with a little crustier section here.
Yes, you can have the crustier sections.
And that's the oven reminding us that it is ready to 400. So, we do need to put a little more olive oil on top.
This is where I would put the olive oil. Because I love me some olive oil.
There you go.
And this, I've told everybody, California
the olive ranch.
Best olive oil. I'm telling you, I use it on my salads. Add a little bit of the Greek seasoning that Pampered Chef has, or Zoe's seasoning. I love Zoe's seasoning. It's really good. So, or your favorite seasoning. And sometimes I'll add a little vinegar in there if I'm making a salad dressing. But that, I'm telling you, and dip bread in it with some seasoning. I'm not a bread person, but I do like when I've seasoned it.
Right. Well, and sometimes just having a little bit of the extra flavor, this one is a little bit more flavorful.
Yes.
So definitely not necessarily a bad thing. And I see I'm getting a comment, and I see Ed Farland has joined us.
Hey, Ed! I hope you are doing well.
Yeah, Richard, I don't doubt that. She's 3 and already trying to now down on a pizza. Not surprised. Pizza is life, just one of those things. And I see Janet has joined one of us and then hopped over to the other, so Janet called her.
Oh, hey, Janet! Oh my gosh, those pictures and those traveling. I am so jealous. So jealous. I mean, I live for looking at those pictures. I'm telling you, they are fabulous, and I want to do that one day. I mean, they traveled all across the country. It's amazing. So I definitely want to try that eventually.
And I need to go back through and just take some time and look at the pictures because we were talking about it the other day, and it's like traveling is just something that we really want to do a little bit more of. It's just hard because when they can travel is my busy season with work. So, getting to do too much with the family is a little bit challenging. But
okay, I'm going to throw this in. I've put some olive oil. We throw this in for about 7 minutes just to kind of pre-cook it a little bit.
Get that going.
Get it going. Woo. Something must have spilled. Something must have spilled in there.
So, next is going ahead and grating the cheese. We've already done some of the cheese grating just to keep it simple for you guys. And we're using, it called for us to use the adjustable coarse grater. We changed our minds and decided to use
this is the quick prep food grater. And I don't even use, I do use my other one. But when they came out with this spring, this has been my best friend because this thing is fabulous. Because you can grade cheese. I buy block cheese now because the bag cheese has like the
half a block sitting right there getting ready to go in.
It's got like the what they say is like sawdust, so it keeps the cheese from sticking. So you can tell when it's real cheese and there's nothing added. See, it sticks a little bit more, which I am fine with as long as it doesn't have that extra stuff in there.
Right.
So we had already done the mozzarella, and this recipe calls for mozzarella and cheddar, which is kind of fun. So we've already done one block, and we're just going to throw in the second block. And y'all are gonna see how quick this is because it will take just a few seconds. And I love this thing. And you can use this for like grating up, what is it? The purple cabbage. There's a recipe
That's not a bad idea.
I think it's a Tex-Mex recipe, and so you could do the purple cabbage. You could do onions. You could do cheese. I use it a lot for the cheeses. What else?
Yeah, so far when we've done it on video, we've only done with the cheese. But any kind of cabbage that you're doing, if you're trying to make a coleslaw on your own.
Oh, I've done it with I'm sorry, I didn't.
You're fine.
Cauliflower. I did it with the cauliflower because I made a it's like a pasta. It was fettuccine or something like that. That had I can't even think today. Cauliflower in it, and the kids don't like cauliflower, but when you grate it up and you add it in there,
sneak it in.
Yes, they don't know. So we've got our cheese grated up, and I apparently made a little mess here. But you got your cheese grated up, and so we don't need all this cheese for our pizza, but we've got it ready to go. And this thing is really good about sticking. See? It's got the little suction cups, if you'll see, so that it doesn't move while you're using it, which is really nice and convenient. So, and it's got this nice measuring cup. So you've got your measurements here, if y'all can see that. Usually it's better on the white background for my cabinets, but it's got the measuring cup stuff.
So you could make a salad with this, is what Ed is asking. Yes, you could.
Absolutely. You can make a salad with this. Cabbage, red cabbage, purple cabbage, iceberg lettuce. You can shred it. You can make
for taco night, you can have your shredded lettuce for that.
Yes.
Yeah, slaw we were just talking about a couple of minutes ago. Yeah, so you can do a little bit more with it. It comes this particular one comes with multiple blades. It's what, 3?
It's 3 blades. One is like a fine grater, one is like this was the medium, and then the other ones, the last one makes like slices. Nice. So Ethan loves cheese. My youngest loves cheese, and so I will get a block of cheese, and he loves Havarti cheese, and he loves cheddar. There's not a cheese he doesn't like, but I will put the slicer on there, and it makes like little square sizes, which is perfect because he'll eat it with like salami or pastrami or just like turkey slices and stuff like that. But it's perfect little things, and if you want to do like a little deli tray, perfect. It's absolutely perfect. So I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so we've got that heating in there. It's got just a couple minutes, and we've got our cheeses ready.
Normally at this point in time, you'd also go ahead and start working on cutting up some of your vegetables. There too, for just the sake of time and keeping this a nice simple meal, we went ahead and cut up the zucchini that we're going to be using. We also did a little mix with onion and garlic, so that is also ready. So normally you would be, at this point, going ahead and cutting that stuff up. We also were talking about some of our other favorite pizza toppings. I love mushrooms. I love green peppers. Those are 2 things that we also said, hey, let's throw this on. We're also cutting up some tomato. The bottom was wet on that. And
yes.
Stuck.
Also,
it's a good problem.
My nails don't like to work with me sometimes. So we've redone some of these, and I didn't tell Chris, but I like spinach, baby spinach on my salads. I love them on my salads, but I love them on my pizza too. This is, it's not in the recipe, but that's the fun thing about making pizza is you can throw everything on there. David and I just try different stuff, or we look in the fridge and see what's there and throw whatever we want on there. But, so we've got some baby spinach, and I also have got some fresh basil that I'm growing. So, something I've learned while I've learned to cook a little bit more and use fresher stuff is if you're cutting herbs, you roll them up. Oh gosh, that smells so good.
Oh man.
You have to do a smell test.
Right. Sorry, we have discussed every single time getting smell vision for you guys.
Yes.
Working on that still. Don't know, we don't have a timetable on that one. But just everything ends up smelling so much better.
Yes.
We did have another question come up. Can fruits be used in the chopper? The
quick prep food grater. You know what? That is a great question. That is a great question.
We'll have to get back to you on that one because that hasn't come up as of yet.
I hadn't even thought about it, but that's a good question. We'll get back to you because, and maybe we'll try it. I'm not sure what the
we'll find out what happens. Yeah.
We'll
was
test
there a particular,
I'll test
I know, right? And was there a particular fruit? If so, just message me or Jen.
Yeah.
I see we've got a couple of other folks chiming in. Hi, Tyler. How are you?
Hello.
And Courtney, I missed you yesterday at church dinner since we were doing our wrapping up of our choir season. So, of course, missed you, girl. So, anyway, of course, thank y'all for chiming in.
Yes.
So that is the pizza crust. While you're getting that, when you're getting that out, I'm gonna go ahead and cut up this tomato real quick.
Yes.
Just to finish that up.
Ooh.
I love pizza. I just need to share that again. I just like as I'm smelling the bread coming out from the crust, I'm like, man, I love pizza. Pizza's life. If you don't love pizza, I think we need to reinvest or figure out if we are actually friends or not. Because
I'll wait till you're done. I'm sorry.
Okay,
yes.
no, you're good.
I'll wait till you're done because I don't want to burn your hand with the hot things.
Please don't. I'm just gonna get one last slice out of that real quick.
I love my silicone oven mitts. Oh. These things are fabulous because you can just wash them off and they go in the washing machine. But they're awesome.
Stick this in with tomatoes over here.
Yep.
Thank you. Those. Let's stick that down there. And we're good on that.
See, I can get them with my fingernail.
There we go. I just barely could get it myself. So it's a
Okay.
great thing. It won't go running off on you. So
No.
good problem to have.
So we have pre-cooked this. Starting to look good. It's not browned or anything, but it's just kind of pre-ready for us.
So yeah, next is going ahead and let me make sure that I've got my notes in a row. Cheese, food processor, get mushrooms and tomatoes ready. So we can, I think, go ahead and just start putting everything on.
What does it say first? Oh, and it does.
We do need to put, no, it did say to put the seasoning. We're going to put a little bit, it originally called for us to mix the seasoning in, and I was like, with the cheese, and I'm like, really? So we're going to season it first, put that on, then go back and put our cheeses on.
I like a lot.
Yeah,
no,
go for
okay,
it. Like as I'm smelling it, I'm like, oh my gosh. Again, sorry y'all can't smell this, but it smells amazing.
Oh yes, this is just regular old Italian seasoning, but you can use any seasoning you want.
Sorry, I'm trying to. Oh well, Courtney, I understand. I mean, you got to do your job too. So I realized that was the end of the party for y'all, or the end of the year party. So I'm sure you were celebrating and glad it's done. And yes, pizza is life. Pizza is bae.
Yes.
And
if anybody is wondering, I am wearing something because I've got a vacation coming up. I don't normally wear these all the time, but you know what? I don't mind wearing them either.
Right.
Got a vacation coming up, and I'm so excited. My daughter plays volleyball, and they're having the national championships in Florida. And she said, "Well, we don't have to go to Disney." And I'm like,
"What?
Are you my child? We can't go to Florida and not go to Disney. Who goes to Florida and doesn't go to Disney? Not me, because I'll absolutely love Disney. I think I'm more excited than they are. So yes. So I gotta wear my ears in preparation. I'm excited and a little band.
So at this point, we're gonna put some of the cheese on top of the crust now.
Does it matter which cheese, or we just throw
a little bit of everything?
Okay, so you start with that one.
Okay.
I'll start with this one, and we will just add whatever we want, and we like a lot of cheese.
I know. I'm like, okay.
And I got the feta cheese out because I like feta cheese on my pizza too. There's not many cheeses I don't like.
Right. I'm like, what Lots of cheese, please.
Yeah. Lots of cheese. We got plenty of cheese.
And then after that, we can go ahead and put some of we can go ahead and put the vegetables we want to put onto it.
Okay.
And then we're going to put a little more cheese on top, so I'm not going to put too much there.
Oh, that's right. We do have to put more. Okay, so we've got, this is our
onion garlic mix.
Yes.
Yep.
Sprinkle that on. I don't like a whole lot of onions.
I don't either, but as finely as it's chopped up, it's not like that big old wedge of it where you feel like you're getting half an onion in one bite.
Yes.
So.
Dave loves onion on his.
And yeah, I mean,
that's
for me,
your
that's
style,
good, but, right?
Okay, so I didn't do all of it. That's good. I did a good bit of it.
Well, and we did about half an onion, cut it up. We used the manual food processor, which, just threw that in there just to keep it quick. We're going to need that again in just a little bit, so for dessert. So so we got a special surprise in store with that.
But yeah, you can see, you can finely chop it like this, or the zucchini might be easier to see, where you can finely chop with the manual food processor. And this is what we're talking about. It's fabulous item here. And we'll show you how that works. So, do you want some basil?
Yes, please. Go ahead and put basil on. Courtney, I see you commented something else. No, there's not going to be a sauce on this. Hey, Tiffany Lee, I see you just chiming in over there,
Tiffany.
Too. No, this one, we're actually not doing a sauce. You can if you want. So we just opted to go without it this time, which is just fine.
Yeah, this is the farmer's market recipe. Well, we're kind of adding a little bit of extra.
We were putting a couple of, but I mean, think about it. The farmer's market, you're going to get a little bit of everything at a farmer's market anyway. So, we did say, we're going to add a couple of extra ingredients that the recipe doesn't call for, like
the fresh basil.
The basil wasn't necessarily called for.
Do you want?
Yes, I want spinach too. Spinach is, of course, also delicious.
I love spinach on mine, so we're just going to spread.
Do you want tomato on your side?
Yes.
Okay.
I love tomato. I love the smell of tomatoes. Oh my gosh.
I do too. Mom is the guilty one of getting me started with tomato on my pizza. That's something I used to think, we already have, a tomato sauce. Why do we need tomatoes on the pizza? And she's like, I just love a little bit of extra tomato. So
I like that
thanks,
too.
Mom, because now I'm addicted and I'm like,
and that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing.
No, and it really isn't. I mean, tomatoes are good for you. It's apparently a fruit. I don't believe that. But.
It's still hot. It's still warm.
Still warm.
Okay, so this is another thing that is surprising is zucchini. This recipe actually calls for zucchini, and I thought, well, that's awfully strange to put zucchini on there. But it is really, really good. It is really good. So we're gonna you want some on yours?
Yes, please. Okay. I want a little bit of everything. I'm not going to sit here and say no to a vegetable, which again is one of those things you're like,
throwing it everywhere.
Zucchini is another weird one. It's like, wait, what?
Wouldn't think to put this on there.
We did this. What was it over? Was it New Year? No. When did we get together as a family? We did something and we were doing pizzas. Is that the beginning of the year? Whenever it was.
Yeah, I think we were just all together and maybe it was over the holidays. Oh yeah, and we were just throwing everything on there.
And so that was the first time I tried zucchini on it, and I was like, really? But I tried it, and I was like, oh my gosh, zucchini on top, delicious. Mushrooms are life. I will sit here and eat them any way, shape, or form. I was quality testing them earlier and tried a couple. It's just, I will eat them raw, I will eat them cooked, I will eat them sauteed. I'm like, load me up. There's not too much.
I'm not a big fan of them raw. Now, I can't say that I've really had them that much raw, but I love when they're cooked and I love when they're sauteed. They're just delicious.
It's funny, I think it's a texture thing for me. I actually kind of like that there's a little crunch to it. I know that's weird, but it's like, whatever. And I see you've got a couple of figs.
Oh,
Tiffany said hi, and
Tiffany.
That sounds amazing. Thank you. And then, of course, Angie Siegler just joined us.
Hey, Angie. We're doing a farmer's market pizza. It is so flippin' good.
Tiffany was saying mushrooms are great for inflammation. Did not know that. That's a great little tip. So
good. Let's load this up because when you have a pizza,
I'm inflamed.
Does it help with that inflammation?
Does it help with that kind of inflammation too?
And these are some thick ones. So if you want to cut them in half, you can cut them in half. But these are thick. I'm kind of everything's getting kind of right in the center, but this is the Farmer's Market Pizza. To recap, we did not put any marinara sauce, but you absolutely can. Like I told people earlier, we've done, Dave and I have made this pizza, and we'll usually do it like a half and half, or he's 3/4 and I'm a 1/4 or something, and he likes marinara. He likes a lot of marinara on his. And I don't really care about it. I mean, it's good, but I don't really care about having it. This recipe doesn't call for it, but we've made it with it, and I've actually done with pesto sauce, which I really liked. The pesto sauce. We didn't do that tonight, but I like using the pesto sauce. But we put zucchini, we've put mushrooms, we've put onions and garlic, tomatoes, and now we've got some green peppers we're adding on there. I'm not a big fan of the green peppers, but I do like a little bit, so you pick your half.
Well, that has the bigger mushrooms on
Okay,
it, so I'll take that half of the pizza.
So we'll put some big old things. I'll save a few for Dave, because
we'll be making another pizza.
We'll be
later,
making
so
another pizza for the kids and
and
Dave.
the other half.
Yeah, they had to stay out, so I'll just put a few
we used the Pillsbury dough the pizza crust.
Yeah.
Sorry, thank you, Tiffany, for asking that question, because I don't think we said it in the
It's
beginning.
the Pillsbury thin. We use the thin crust.
Yeah.
And then of course I think it normally folds out to like a square. So I just kind of gathered up some spots for the
and
for the
crustier side too. So
yes, he likes the crustier side. I like the thinner side, but it is all delicious. So we have added green peppers, zucchini, onions with a little bit of garlic, fresh basil, which I'll put everything on there, so there's nothing to show you from that, and
a little bit of spinach in there.
Fresh spinach leaves, the Italian seasoning.
And do me a favor and put just a touch more Italian seasoning.
Oh, sure. Oh, that's a great idea.
You know, I was like, we of course seasoned it on the crust side, but I was like, just a little extra on the top for me too.
Does not hurt.
Just a little extra.
And then
zing.
we've done the two cheeses. We've got the cheddar cheese and the mozzarella.
Yeah.
But you can add any Colby Jack cheese. We love Colby Jack cheeses.
If you want to keep it simple and do like a 4 cheese blend that's already shredded up and keep it simple, that's fine too. You know, that has most of those things in it anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna put a little bit more of this.
We're just adding a little bit more cheese. So this is a beautiful, huge pizza. But I'm telling you, this is not. I mean, it's full of vegetables. There's no meat on here. There's no. I mean, it's just cheese and vegetables. On top of like a thin crust, so that's good. You're not getting a whole lot of bread. But we do this at our house almost every Friday night that we can, is make pizzas, because it's so much fun and the kids like different stuff. So like I told people earlier, I'll go to Target, or you can get them at any grocery store. It's like a 3-pack of like personal size pizzas, and so the kids just make their own. They put whatever they want on there.
A little Parmesan.
Parmesan, throw it on there. And then it just, everybody can have exactly the way they want it. Ethan does not like a lot of marinara sauce. Very, very, very thin. He does not like a lot of it. Dave likes a lot of marinara sauce. Colin likes medium. Mackenzie likes medium. So they can get everything that they want, and I don't have to worry about trying to order this. And this is so much cheaper and healthier than ordering it. And you don't have to wait. I mean, this really doesn't take that long. We just are kind of talking about it and walking everybody through it.
Right.
This is still hot.
Probably a touch.
A little bit warm.
Get your silicone grippers.
I think we've got. Were you gonna say something?
No, I was just gonna say, because I feel like love the prep bowls. Use them all the time. Yes, we do too. I mean, that's something they are frequently coming up in our videos. I mean, that's something they come as a set of 6, and they come with lids also. So if you need to store something, you know, afterwards. So we've got some of the zucchini stuff left, you know, or the zucchini that we chopped up. So, you know, say we didn't use as much of it as we thought we were going to. Put the lid on it, stick it in the fridge. That's fine too.
I'm just
might as well.
I'm just throwing it on there.
Naming it because I saw it, and I was like, you know, I mean.
Well, and actually, they come in multiple sizes. Like this is the 1 cup, and it's kind of hard to see because it's clear, but they have measurements. So it's 1 cup. It's got the 3/4 cup mark, half cup, and 1/4 cup mark, which is nice. And like you said, it's got the lids on it. Then they've got the 2 cup, and those come in a in a pack of 2. These come in a pack of 6. And then you've got the bigger ones that are 3 cups that come in a pack of 2 as well. And so I've got all of them because I love them. I use them all the time. They're awesome, and I love having the lid. See, the lid, you just pop this on because we got a little bit of cheese left and throw that in the fridge and it's good to go. And you're not storing it in plastic, which, you know, a lot of the stuff has that BPA stuff BPA stuff that is not good for you. So, you know, I'm trying to stay away from plastics as much as possible. I'm weaning myself away from it and trying to. But these just make it absolutely perfect, and it's so easy, easy to store and everything. So we use them all the time. Now, are we ready?
Yeah.
We are ready.
So this is going to go in for 15 to 18 minutes.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and pull this for you so that.
Oh, thank you.
We don't have too heavy of a tray to go in. And
before we throw it in there, I'm going to give everybody a good look. So this is our pizza, and it's huge, but it is full of
deliciousness,
fresh vegetables and everything. So I'm going to throw this in here. Okay.
Why don't we just start?
Let's try 15. I think my oven usually cooks pretty fast. So I usually do like on the minimum or maybe a couple less, and then you can keep adding to it. And it's thin crust, so of course we stacked it up.
Hello, Trina, or as you know, I call you Trina. Catherine, how are you? Hope you're doing well. So, Catherine started with is actually really good friends with Tiffany, who came to do our show when we did it a while back.
Oh yeah.
And so anyway, for whatever reason, I'm trying to remember the whole story. Catherine would never go by Catherine with Tiffany. It was always Trina. So when we were working together at Sunglass Hut, it was always Trina. So I was like,
hello,
anyway,
Trina.
So hi, Trina.
Yes, hello.
So anyway, what's next?
Okay, so we're just going to throw this
let's get that all out of the way.
aside.
Or are we starting on dessert?
Yes. Now, Chris and I, we cannot do this without making a dessert. We just can't.
Right. We always, every time.
We've done. What have we done? We've done we've done the chocolate dessert, which were the brownies and the peanut butter. Oh my gosh, that is to die for. I had that as a backup, just in case we wanted to go that route. But we've done snack stuff, which was fun, and I've got some of those still left because I made some this week, and they're cereal bars, but they're so good.
Well, and they're sitting right here, like, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna pull that out.
Pull that out and show everybody.
So you can cut them into little squares, and then you have little bites, or you can have the whole bar.
And I said I was weaning myself from the plastic, so I'm still weaning, as you can see. But yeah, they come in, there's a snack bar maker that you can get, but you can make delicious snacks. We made granola bars that time.
Mm-hmm.
These it's like Honey Nut Cheerios with honey and peanut butter and dried strawberries, and then you add a little bit of white chocolate to it, and you've got yourself a cereal bar for the next morning. So I take this, and it's like a little afternoon snack or a mid-morning snack at work. Gives you kind of a little bit of sweetness, but it is so good, and it's got honey, and it's not real bad, you know. You can add a lot more white chocolate to it if you want to, but...
Trina, yes, this is definitely Cooking with Chris. That is actually the name of our video series. It's A Day with Pampered Chef, my Aunt Jennifer Day, and then myself. So that's something we do on a kind of regular basis. Denise, welcome to the show. I hope you are well. I'm glad that we talked last night. I cannot wait to try and get a show set up with you. So definitely looking forward to trying to get that going. We were talking last night, and I was telling you about this from choir. So we were sitting at the table, and I was like, I got to make a little plug for Pampered Chef. So anyway, definitely cannot wait to try and get a party scheduled with you.
Awesome. There's so much fun.
Back on track. I will get us off track so easy.
No, it's not hard to do with us. And I forgot to put that's okay. That's okay. I was going to put some feta cheese on my thing, but that's quite all right. I can always add it at the end.
Right.
So, we are making, and we had a team meeting this week, and somebody had brought the strawberry cheesecake dip. That was so awesome. Oh my gosh. So I told Chris when we were leaving, I said, I've got to make that, or we've got to make that at our next show, because it just was delicious, and it is so awesome and super easy. And I'm making lots of noise here. So, here, no, that's okay. Yeah, I made a huge mess with all my throwing stuff on the pizza here.
Alright, so we need a couple of things. 8 ounces of strawberries. You can probably go a little over if you want. Stems removed.
Yeah, it's about 6 to 8 strawberries, but I've got a few more.
A bowl, yeah.
Yes.
Yep, go for it. Half a tablespoon of granulated sugar. 8 ounces of low-fat cream cheese. Softened, so we've been bringing it to room temperature. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. A cup of low-fat Greek yogurt.
Which is in the fridge.
Okay, I can grab that. And then optional is graham crackers, vanilla wafer cookies, pound cake fruit, whatever.
Anything you want to dip in this or put this on, whatever. Like the other night it was graham crackers, and oh my gosh. So I have graham crackers around here somewhere that I got out for this on the table.
Yeah.
Oh, actually I have a bowl already.
Where?
Of the yogurt.
Oh,
it's the one
I see it.
Sorry. It's in my little 1 cup.
Tradesies.
I kind of put it. It's a little over 1 cup, but that's okay. Okay, so this is like super easy. It's Greek yogurt, cream cheese, which if you don't have a lot of time, you can always throw it in the microwave for just a couple minutes to soften it.
Yeah.
But we kind of had it out for a little bit to soften it. So, tell me first what we need.
So go ahead and start slicing up the strawberries with the quick slice.
Yes, this thing is fabulous. So we're gonna set.
It says 2 to 3. Based on how it's going on so far, it looks like we could probably get 4, just depending on the
this one's a big
number of them.
A big one. And this, what we're doing is we're slicing 4 of them at a time. And the good thing about the quick slice is it's got the serrated, if I'm saying that right, serrated? I feel like that doesn't sound right. The cutting, so it cuts everything really nice and quick. There we go, and it doesn't mush them up, as you can see.
So, I mean, yeah, literally, as we try and lift it, it's won't.
I know. Let me set them in here for a second, because what we're going to do is do a quarter turn. This one's kind of small. I probably should have gotten a little bit bigger one. So we do a quarter turn of these so that we're cutting them up into...
Not just slices, but then half.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yes.
Sorry, this is a first for me, so I'm watching and learning as we go.
I'm learning as we go. I've done it. We did it with
We have used this before to do mushrooms. Yep.
We did mushrooms. We've done zucchini or cucumber. Zucchini.
Yes. Yeah, it was a zucchini. Yep, you're right.
I haven't done it with strawberries, but as you can see, and they come out.
Sectionalize that pretty nice.
Yes. So we're just going to dump those in a bowl, right?
Yep.
So this is an awesome, awesome summer snack. Perfect for everybody's having picnics and cookouts. So this is absolutely perfect. I'm throwing it? Okay. This is perfect for taking to a cookout or having a cookout at your house. I'll show you what we'll put it in because it's super easy and nice to store in it. Get the little pieces here. Don't want to lose any strawberries. So that is quick and easy. And that's so easy to clean, and so we're good with that. Now what do we do?
Place remaining strawberries in the manual food processor and process until puree. So,
do I have to put something
add sugar,
this?
yes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I read all of that and then skipped over that.
That's a lot of sugar, it feels like, but we'll go with it. And then just stir it up. And basically, it's just a tiny bit of sugar, half a tablespoon. And it's just oh gosh, you smell that?
Yes, I do.
It's just to bring out those juices, the sugar, when you add a little bit of sugar. You could use stevia or any kind of sweetener. I think those work just as well, just to bring out a little bit of that sweetness and juices. So it's a little funny.
And hello, welcome Angela. Sorry, I was reading comments about yay choir parties.
Yes,
Like,
hey Angela.
And Angela, welcome.
You're welcome. We've got a pizza in the oven right now, and it's a farmer's market pizza, so it is full of fresh vegetables, no marinara sauce, which I think surprises a lot of people. But
Right.
I was a little surprised. I was a little hesitant, because most people, when they're making a pizza, nobody makes it without marinara sauce. That's not the usual.
Right.
I'm telling you, this thing is so super stinking
Delicious. Right.
Oh my gosh. So while that's cooking, we're making our dessert, because we gotta make a dessert. And this is a great little dessert, or a dip that you can take. It's called a strawberry cheesecake dip. And you can take it with you to a cookout. You can just have it at home and have a nice little snack. But we've got some strawberries that we cut up, added a little bit of sugar to them just to bring out some of those juices. And then the rest, what do we do?
The rest are going to go into the manual food processor. We're going to process until they're pureed. And then we're going to put the puree in the large mixing bowl when we're done.
Yes. Which, that's the mixing bowl that I was going to use. So,
that was fishy. Yeah, just put that in that cup. Yep.
Yes.
That'll work.
Yes. Everything's interchangeable. You can make everything work.
Well, and
it's got some juices in it, so that's
right.
okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
So we are putting these in the manual food processor, and basically we're just going to puree them. So
Always sounds sour and worse than it really is.
It's not bad. But this manual food processor, gosh, we have used it
almost in every video, if not every video.
Yeah. Because we've done salsa in it, we've done sauces. Mm-hmm. One thing I haven't tried is like yogurts. You can make yogurts for smoothies or something like that, or just yogurts. Okay. Sorry, my ears are getting them.
It's like getting beaten up by some big old ears.
So I'm using them a little tiny, which I think this is just absolutely adorable, the little mix and scraper.
Like a little pinky, but
yes, it's perfect for this. So we can get all of these down here, so we can puree this really nicely. And put that back in. And you can go, this says to make it puree, but like if you're making salsa, like I've used it a lot for salsa. If you use it for salsa or guacamole, you can, or just chopping onions, like when we made the onions for the pizza with the onions and garlic.
When you just want it very lightly chopped up, yeah. I mean,
no, we chopped it pretty fine.
Well, yes.
But we can chop it like thicker, like this. Just a few pumps, and you've got it exactly the way you want it.
And I mean, that looks really good. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it smells delicious. So, what does it say to do?
Go ahead and put that in the large mixing bowl.
Okay. So, put that aside. Here's our pureed strawberries. So we're gonna stick it in here. See, this thing is absolutely perfect for this.
Right.
And this is 3 cups. And this is a 3-cup thing. And you can actually, it comes with a lid, which is nice because when I make salsa, if Dave hasn't eaten it all, because he absolutely loves salsa, and he would live off salsa, guacamole, and hummus if I would let him. Literally, he would.
Right.
So if he doesn't eat it all in one sitting, I pop the top on, throw it in the fridge, and especially with the sauces and stuff. There's a hummus sauce with the Mediterranean chicken that is divine.
And that one, that's the first time that I've used hummus in much of anything. I've never really been a huge fan of it. I'll try it just for, the sake of trying it. But it's like, we're going to be adventurous, and we tried it. I actually loved it. It wasn't too crazy or overpowering.
No,
I mean, it worked out really, really nice.
I love hummus already. But this was a hummus with lemon and parsley, fresh parsley. And it makes a nice sauce for this chicken dish. It was like a Mediterranean chicken dish, which is fabulous. Okay,
so next we're going to set this off to the side. Grab your processor bowl again, because we need to put cream cheese, powdered sugar, and vanilla extract into the processor.
Just keep you.
That's, yeah, because it's all going to get combined at some point.
Let me put this back in there
before you start messing with the cream cheese. That'll be problematic.
Yes. And let me do this in spots here.
Separate it into little chunks instead. Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll make a mess everywhere. So, confession. This calls for a light cream cheese. Confession. I got the regular cream cheese by accident. But the recipe does call for the light. This will be fine. It just got a little more fat in it.
You know what? Sometimes some things are just worth having that little touch of extra fat. And cream cheese is one. I'm kind of okay with her boo-boo on that because I love my cream cheese. Being the original cream cheese, don't get carried away.
Okay, so what else do we have?
We need to put in the powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar.
And the vanilla extract. So I'll let you keep working on that. Sumner, I see you just joined us. Welcome.
Hey Sumner, how are you? I'm hoping you are doing well. I know you're excited that school is out.
Yep.
Yes. Fun times begin. And I hope you're enjoying your stuff.
You got a couple of things just recently.
The mixing chop and the food chopper, which is awesome. And actually, this is one of the first times we have not used it. I don't think we used it last time either.
It's so ready.
It's ready.
I'm looking at it. Look at that.
Tonight, oh my gosh, tonight we are making Farmers Market Pizza, which is like a vegetarian pizza. But it doesn't have any marinara sauce. It's full of cheese and vegetables, and that is it. Oh my word.
That was the perfect amount of time.
So if you are close by and you would like some pizza, oh, please come on.
You're going to have to fight me for it.
Yeah, well, yeah, you might have to fight him for it. I will share. But here is our beautiful pizza, and it is still sizzling. So we've got zucchini, we've got mushrooms,
green
fresh
peppers,
tomatoes,
yes,
and
basil,
fresh basil, and oh my gosh, this smells so good. So we're gonna set it over here, let it cool, and then I'll show you again because it is hot.
Well, and we want to wrap up with dessert before
we don't want to forget our dessert. So we need to add
2 teaspoons of vanilla extract.
Here's my teaspoon.
1, 2, perfect.
It's so
scientific.
It's scientific and very precise.
Right.
I love vanilla, so if it's
if
a
you
little
get
bit
a little
more,
extra, I'm the same way.
hopefully it's not too much less. Okay. So now do I do this?
Process until smooth. So yes.
Process. So we are making a strawberry cheesecake dip. And this is absolutely phenomenal. I tried it for the first time this week, and I told Chris, I said, you've got to make that.
Denise just said, oh my gosh, the pizza. Or, oh my lord, the pizza, excuse me. I was like, well, same difference. Yes, that pizza, first off, smells amazing. If the smell wasn't enough, looking at it is also amazing.
I'm telling you.
I cannot wait.
If you are in the neighborhood, I'm telling you,
Come on
stop
over.
by. I mean it. Stop on by because this pizza, look, we gotta have a party with this pizza.
I know, right?
And actually, I did do a party and we had this pizza, and it was the first time I'd had it, and I have been hooked ever since. I have not made a pizza with meat after this because I was the pepperoni and mushroom gal. That is all, and mushroom came later. I was always just pepperoni, nothing else, just pepperoni. And I tried this, and I am literally hooked, and that's how I make my pizzas every time. And I'll throw extra vegetables on them and stuff. But it is truly a divine pizza. I'm gonna mush it up a little bit more. I probably should have warmed up the cream cheese a little bit more because it's and it's not that it's really hard to do, but I'm trying to get some of these little lumpies out.
That'll be okay too. I love my cream cheese, so if there's a little extra lump of cream cheese, I'm not going to sit here.
No complaint. So we just want to get this all pureed. Wait, not pureed. What does it say?
Processed until smooth.
Until smooth.
We're going to add that mixture in with the strawberries and combine it.
Yes, we already pureed the strawberries. That's where the puree came from.
Yep.
In the manual food processor, which we've already used this 3 times tonight because we're using it for this, the strawberries, and we did it for the onions earlier.
Right.
Of course, washed it in between because
yes.
we didn't
Don't
want
want onion in our dessert.
No, we don't want onion. I don't equate onions and dessert in the same sentence.
Right, no.
That is looking
yeah,
good.
oh my gosh.
Good,
And if we weren't working on this for dessert, I'd probably have just gotten a spoon and just gone and just gotten a spoon.
Okay, let's be real.
Sorry.
His fingers would be in this right now.
Right. Sorry.
Let me lick the spoon.
Right.
Oops. Didn't that fell out.
Oops.
Sorry.
And Denise,
Yes.
what you saying over here? I could do a pop-over visit during a taping. Yes, you
Yes.
sure could. Come on.
Hey, you
Come
know
on.
what? We need to have guest people over
I know.
here.
Come on.
Absolutely.
Whenever you're ready.
Yes, you tell us. We usually do these on Tuesdays.
Tuesday, yep.
But we had a meeting this Tuesday, so we had to bump it to Thursday. But you know what? That's what we need to do. We need to have somebody come and y'all can taste test it and tell everybody how delicious.
Wonderful it is.
Because
yes.
we can say it all day long till we're
Right.
blue in the face, which we do.
Yes.
But it is. I'm telling you, I will feed the street if I have to because this stuff is just so freaking good, and I love it. I love the fact that I'm cooking with fresh vegetables more. I'm cooking things quicker and just easier, and it's just I'm slipping. I gotta say this quietly because the kids are home. Slipping cauliflower in the kids' foods. They don't know it, but they liked it.
Right.
Which was.
Gotta love when you can sneak a vegetable in. Just saying.
They don't know.
Right.
They don't know. It's all mixed in.
Right.
Okay, so.
Kimberly, I see you sneaking into my Facebook Live feed
Hello,
over here.
Kimberly.
Kimberly is one of my associates who's off today, and I was like,
Ah.
I see you.
Well, welcome.
So we're gonna add this in with the strawberries,
Okay, so.
and we're just gonna stir to combine. We don't necessarily
Yes.
need to get carried away with it.
And I would say you could lick the blades, but that's probably a
I
little
want my
dangerous.
tongue.
Yes. But you know what? You probably would.
Yeah.
I might. I'm just kidding.
I'm clever enough. I will figure out
Yeah.
a way.
Where there is a will, there is a way. I'm telling you.
And apparently today I'm Will.
I'm getting every little ounce off of this blade that I can because this stuff is fantastic. Okay, so we've got our little baby spatula. I love this thing. And we are going to add this in here, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this is our cream cheese and sugar, powdered sugar.
And a little bit of vanilla extract.
And a little bit of vanilla, maybe a little bit more than needed. Hopefully it's at least as much as we need.
Denise was like, I'll lick them. Yes, come on
There
over.
you go, yes. I'm telling you.
Lick at your own risk.
Oh my gosh, this smells so good.
I know. Hey,
Oh,
you're not allowed to have
mercy.
any.
Mercy.
I can't, you can. Okay.
One day, we're going to get caught. We're going to forget that the camera's running. We're going to be licking these things. Or desserts. Okay.
And then we'll just have to go back and redo the taping again to make more of it.
Yeah, exactly. So I just mix this in, right?
Just until it's combined, so yes.
Okay. So this is looking.
After this, we're going to fold in the Greek yogurt that we set off to the side.
So, oh my gosh, this smells so good. And this is, so far, this is what it looks like. Because we added more strawberries than it called for, but you can add as much or as little as you want. And you know what? You could actually do this with any fruit.
Right.
You could make bananas. You could do
Even just doing
apples.
strawberries and bananas would be
Mango.
great.
Mango.
Would be
I'm not a huge
that's good.
mango fan, but that just sounds so good.
I know.
I think it's worth trying. So we got
Peaches.
peaches, yeah.
Ooh,
Isn't this the season for
peaches, yes.
peaches?
Something like that.
I'm not a big peach
yeah.
fan, but
If you have a fruit idea, we could probably make that work too.
yes, we'll try it. I'm telling you, if somebody says they will come, we will make.
We'll make it their way.
We'll make it your way. Yes.
We'll be McDonald's
yes.
for 5 minutes.
And we might put you to work a little bit.
But you
You
get
can be
to
the
enjoy
taste
the
tester.
reward. Yeah,
You're
I know.
the taste
right?
tester. That's your job.
The best part.
Okay, so we're gonna fold this in. And
Fold it in.
It's a cup, but I kind of rounded it up
Just
because
a touch
I
extra.
do love some Greek yogurt. And this is just plain Greek yogurt. And I think this is like the 2%. And you just fold it in, right?
Yes.
This is why this little mix and scraper is so perfect, because it will get every little bit out of here. So I'm just gonna fold this in. So this is like a nice summer, tasty.
Well, and I was
dessert.
just thinking, you know, for spring and summer, this is a great idea. You know, as you're just wanting something simple and light.
Yes.
You know, even
But
separating
nice
it for, you know, putting a little off to the side and having a little lunch snack with it, you know, just to kind of give you that dessert fill, but you've got
It's
strawberries
not
in it.
too
It's not
bad.
horrible. I mean,
No.
there are plenty of worse things. I mean, you could be eating
Yeah.
a cake from Publix, which is also really bad.
But
or great.
really good, yes.
Right.
Yes.
What you saying over here, Denise? I see you. It is peach season, so you were correct.
Oh, thank you.
So, yes,
okay.
thank you.
I was thinking it was a summer thing. So yeah, we will have to try that. I'm not a big peach fan, but
We can
for
give it a
some
shot.
reason it just mango and peach just sound really good with this.
Right.
So you can. I mean, that's the good thing about these recipes is you can make them your own. You add or take out whatever you want or don't want.
The pizza is a great example of that. I mean, some folks absolutely despise mushrooms. You don't have to put them on. We
Yeah.
love them. We're going for it.
It's a great starting off point.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah.
So, my hand gestures.
Oh, Mom is joining us. Hi, Mom.
Hello.
And keep
Hi, Chris's
welcome.
mom.
So
We are
on
making-
dessert.
Yes.
This is a strawberry cheesecake dip,
Mm-hmm.
which we now have incorporated everything together. So we're going to put this in the cool and serve bowl.
This, y'all, this is so awesome. This is brand spanking new. It just came out. It's one of their summer products. And it is absolutely perfect for picnics and on the go. This, I don't know how much it actually holds right off the top of my
1
head.
quart.
1 quart, thank you.
You're so welcome.
Oh, thank you.
I was just looking at it. I was like, I didn't say it, but
Does
it
it
does
say
say
it?
on
Is
here
it-
the 1 quart.
Awesome. Can you open the freezer?
Yeah.
Because this is the other thing that's so awesome about this. This comes with a cooler pack. So, you just put that in the bottom, like so. And you fill this up, and you've got this cool thing, and it stays cold for like 4 to 6 hours.
Wow.
And it's got a nice sealed top. And this week I had made a southwestern dip. Southwestern salsa, I think is what it was called. And I used this, and it was absolutely perfect because I had to go across town. So I was able to keep it cold because it had that little freezer pack in there. And so it makes it absolutely perfect and convenient to store this and hold it because it's got the top so you can easily store it. One thing that I'm going to use this for is when I make my ice cream, because I make homemade ice cream now, which is exciting.
Which we played with already
Yes.
2 weeks ago.
I had, yes. And
Yeah.
I have a confession to make because I love this stuff so much. My 2 favorite things are I'm wearing it and I'm using it. So that's easy to figure out.